To Weiss Wednesdays here at the Card Haven. It's round 3, not 2. And we've got an Azure Lane mirror match. That's right. 8 gate to the top, 8 treasure to the bottom. 3 swings coming in hot for enemy to horses. That's right. It's the 2 winners of the previous games on the stream. They might be fighting for it all. There's a pair down here today. We'll see how it all shakes out. It's going to be enemy to horses, hoping to last to level 3. Get to level 3 first, really. 2 relatively explosive finishers, but one certainly much more so. It's Cowboy-san hoping to get to 3 first. Enterprise generally regarded, I would think, as the more explosive finisher. Anchorage Climax in the hand for the Anchorage Climax combo. And a turn 2 Unicorn. Sending it on the Brainstorm. Gets rewarded-ish for his efforts with a double salvage. Light Cruiser Sirius and another card going into the hand as I attempt desperately to remember all of the different card names. A level 0 reverse bomb and clean cut being quite pernicious here for enemy to horses. Gonna be able to keep one of those clean cut cards off the back of it. And clear the board for an empty board. Laffy proc here for Cowboy-san. Finds an Anchorage. Not so bad, even though there is the Gate Climax on the top of his stock now. And it's time for the brainstorms for enemy to horses. I think she did mill one of the level 1 combos out, but does end up finding another one into the hand. The cats. First cat coming down, searches the other cat. We double check names here. It's the infamous Fuso and Yamashiro. And one copy of the win combo. Single copy of Shimikaze to go with the Fuso Yamashiro damage push. And Cowboy-san revealing all 8 out. Just throwing the 4 damage right into the clock. Sitting now 1-5, I believe. 1-4, 1-5, but is going to be clocking, yeah. Going to be clocking here to 1-6. And if he can play his cards right, I believe there should be an angle for, yeah, searching out the rest of the deck and brainstorming in order, or maybe not even brainstorming. I think he might only need to search out the rest of the deck, and that ought to be enough to mill down to keep the clock compression. Really key here for Cowboy-san. Make your choice, enemy to horses. 2 to make. Healer, Laffy 2 in the Enterprise, I believe, alongside an Anchorage and a Hammond 2 up for decision. San Jacinto coming down on right before the climax play to get some extra stock going. And it's going to be the Hammond 2 and the Laffy 2 into Cowboy-san's hand. At least I'm pretty sure it's a Laffy 2. The blue early play healer. Double block. Ooh, woof. Triple block for enemy to horses here. It looks a little rough for Cowboy-san. Enemy to horses finding some pretty key blocks here on the stream today. Everything you could really want. I think that's Cowboy Sun with 6 going back into the fresh deck. Early gate triggers plaguing the losing gate players here on the stream today. Hiryu and Soryu coming out to the board to just keep the swings coming. Don't need to spend too much extra resource. Just need to hit face. Even gets a little clean cut angle here, but does decide to brainstorm in the end. Is that all clean? I wonder why not just swing the 3 times in this scenario. If there's one in that 4, ouch, it's a treasure penalty. Like, are we really digging for hand that bad? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Let's see if Cowboy-san can get any blocks at all here. Swing for 1 here. Not so bad. No blocks, but only 4 damage. Stays at mid 2 for now. But now is where you decide how you want to spend the resource. It's kind of the 2 pathways for the Enterprise player. Spend resource on the heal down, try to stall out a little more, or just stockpile for the triple whammy, triple Enterprise. Does decide to heal. May decide to resolve the unicorn heal as well at the end of this turn. Just to really try to keep himself out of level 3's reach. And here goes nothing. If enemy to horses simply does not take damage. Ooh! Anti-early counter. Fizzles an attack. And only single soul swings to remaining. That's rough. Cowboy-san did not respect the anti-early counter and pays for it gravely. Salvages 2 anchorage combos here, looking to play for extra turns, perhaps. Nope, does decide for an Enterprise in the end. Keeps the unicorn, doesn't decide to pay for it. Cowboy-san in trouble now. The deadliest anti-early counter is the one you never expect. There was a line there to side into the level 0, but, I mean, yep. Cowboy-san just wasn't expecting it, wasn't prepping for it. Gets hit right in the face with a fizzled attack, and everything's starting to slip. Triple block, or it's starting to look bad. Yep, there it is, and it is starting to look bad now. Relatively compressed deck state for enemy to horses. Really not that much triggering going on. I say as she does trigger just now once. And if you're Cowboy-san, you have to think you gotta stall. You heal, and you gotta stall. Enemy to horses to mid 2. You stay alive the next turn. You hit the Enterprise button the turn after. Is it even possible, though? Hits a brainstorm, sure. That's 3. We found all the climaxes he's been missing. So now, with this size of waiting room, it seems like he's really got to be able to get everything he really wants here. There's a Laffy, an Enterprise, second one that we know of from recent sculpting. But you have to believe that with 6 stock, there's got to be a way to be ready for the triple enterprise play on the next turn. Plays one down now just to heal. Are we going to swing with it? Park it in the back, maybe? Keep it? No. Double enterprise from 1-5. Wow. Just accelerate the game. Hope that the sculpting isn't good enough for enemy to horses to win the game on the crackback. From 3-1, really. We're going to be, as far as I can tell, we're going to be refreshing the deck here. But this is a double enterprise play. We are trying to win or get as close to it as is possible. So here's the first burn 3, cancels. Another one takes. Enemy to horse is at least at level 2. 1 soul trigger means this is a swing for 4. Full take. No climaxes left. Might have blind stalked one. Really technically possible for Cowboys Sun to win here. I feel like it's pretty likely that the rest of Cowboys Sun's deck is clean. And that 4 take has put everything into possibility. It all comes down to what's left on the top of enemy to horse's deck. Here's 3. Nope. One more 3. In range. Everything else needs to take now. Blocks. All right. That's it. Enemy to horses survives the Enterprise. The long shot Enterprise, but that's what Cowboys Sun decided on. The best chance he had at dealing damage, and that gate penalty really not doing wonders for the confidence on being able to survive on the next turn. But we'll have to see. What is an enemy to horse's hand? What can she draw? 2 check 3 brainstormers as well. Really possible to get a copy of the finishing treasure climax in hand if she does not have it already. But here it is. Shinano 1. Shinano 2. It don't look too good. Here's first Taiho Brainstorm. Maybe looking for that that treasure climax that got milled off the top right there. Check 3. That's the wrong one. It's going to go ahead and add, I believe that one was Hiryu to the hand. No, it does have the correct climax in hand. You can move up the Taiho, yep. And now we have 4 cards to discard for the double Shinano play. That's it. Here we go. How many climaxes left, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in hand. There's only 1 left. So now swing with the non-Shinano first in order to have the most chance. Wow, yeah, none in the deck. So the most chance of hitting a climax off the new deck. I'm trying to dig for the climaxes. I think there's only 3 or 4 cards left to give off the top of enemy to horse's deck. And then 3, 4, nothing. Trigger 3. Any block. It's real possible. What's in the top 9? 9. Burn 1 for each climax. There's only 1. Doesn't snipe the climax. Block the vanilla on 1. And Cowboy Sun makes it out by the skin of his teeth. 5 damage to give for lethal, but it's known. It's like a known 6 5 or 6 climaxes in the deck. But my God, it's the Enterprise. She's here. There's the third copy in hand. And I'm pretty sure he's got the climax. So here goes nothing. No? Oh! Did not hold on to it. Just a sole character. Swings for 3 and cancels! I think the reach is the reach might be gone. This swing for 2 needs to hit before we even pretend that it's possible. Never mind. Wow. For 1. Unicorn is a heal and burn 1 for 3 stock. Do you pay it? Does decide to pay for the unicorn effect. Yeah. Burn 1, heal 1. Try not to die. There's not much left. But when this is all you have, it is what it is. Blocks in all the wrong places. 4 damage away from lethal. You kind of want to swing just 2/2/2 here as enemy to horses. At least if there's not another, if there's no possibility of drawing into the Shinano combo, then it's field some level 0 guy into that empty lane to the right and left and go for the 2/2/2. Try not to trigger any soul triggers. There might be a climax being the last card in hand. No. It's a Fuzo. Fuzo and Yamashiro, no good here. We want less soul. Or you can play it. Actually, yeah, perfect now. Yeah, play it to the front so you can swing for 1 soul. How good are you, Cowboy Son? 1 of 2 blocks necessary. Try to block 1 more time. So close. Youch. That's enemy to horses. 8 treasure. Taking the day today. We'll be right back if the pair down does not lose his round. Otherwise, that might be the night.